thanks for having us today. How have you found this year's Open event?
I am really delighted with how it's going. We have got an amazing turnout. We've got nearly 50 students here. There's a real buzz in the room, I think more so than perhaps the last 2 years, which equally have been good, but there's something about today. There's a real buzz. We've got a great bunch of students here, and the firm representatives have been fantastic as well.
And just for people who don't know, what exactly is the purpose of the Open event?
Open is a one-day careers event designed for disabled students or students with a long-term health condition to learn more about the legal industry and also to think about and to learn about the support that's available to them as somebody who may require support and adjustments in the workplace. For some individuals, they may think companies like that don't recruit people like me because I have a disability, and it's really about dispelling those myths and showcasing the firms and what they do and the support that's on offer to them. It's about building confidence on both sides, not just for the student to think I want to apply to this firm, but also it's a great opportunity for the representatives from the firms to meet disabled students who are bright and talented that they will want to recruit into their organisation.
Obviously diversity is big on the agenda at the moment and has been for some time, and for good reason. So just why is diversity so important for employers?
I think there's an increasing understanding and recognition of the fact now that the more variety you have within an organisation, the richer the ideas that you'll get, the better the quality of the thinking and the ideas that will come out of that organisation. And so for law firms in particular, who have been quite a traditional sector of industry, who've perhaps recruited from a comparatively narrow band because lawyers are very risk averse, so they tend to think, well, we know that this has worked in the past, recruiting from this organisation or this type of person, and so they've ended up with often quite a narrow range of people. And I think now there's a real appreciation of the fact that the more variety you have in terms of background, outlook on life experiences, that actually really adds to the quality of ideas that you get, and then ultimately makes a better product. So you get more innovation and creativity. If people feel comfortable at work and respected at work because they can see that it doesn't matter what their background, what their disability or ability, that they're actually going to be able to be themselves at work, then you get more engagement and productivity, and clearly that ultimately is going to lead to a better bottom line for the business. So there's really no reason not to take it seriously.
I find it very interesting, actually. I wish I'd benefited from this when I first started many years ago, because it really does make you think about how you come across to other people and how you could have helped yourself, rather than, as I did in the past, of hiding my disability and hoping people didn't notice. It helps to be more open about things. So I find it very interesting, and I hope all the delegates here have benefited.
And why is it so important to have a diverse workforce and across all businesses? Obviously there's the ethical implications, but also from a business sense. If you could just sort of shed some light on that.
Well, I think it makes sense. Everyone likes a place to be different. No one likes a place where everyone's exactly the same. And I think it's good to have different views on matters. I'm sure you can go to anywhere and a place will be a better place for having different views, different people there, varied experiences. And you might find that somebody with a particular disability or background will have a particular knowledge of areas or who to contact and how to get things done that might not be apparent to other people.
We encourage students to be open with us so that we're best able to accommodate their reasonable adjustments. I've spoken to some students here today who had some questions about declaring a disability. You should declare what you're comfortable with declaring. So we won't say, tell us if you have a disability on the application form. If you're comfortable doing that, then tell us. We have various programs in place. So we partner with external organizations to source candidates from non-traditional backgrounds. We have mentors in place for students and trainees. We have various training programs for our interviewers. so that they're better able to deal with candidates from non-traditional backgrounds.
You found today's Open 2012 event?
Very informative, enjoyed it, got to meet a lot of people in the same situation as me and got to meet some of the top law firms in London, so that's really good.
So you've made some good contacts to take away from it.
Yeah,
and
got a few
network.
email addresses, a few different Facebooks and stuff, so yeah, got some really good people.
What's the main thing you're going to take away from today?
That it's possible to progress in a career in law even with a disability, and that it's not actually a barrier, it can help in a way.
And so it's good to see events like this maybe highlighting the issue and making it a bit more open and transparent.
I wasn't quite sure about whether it be a career or whether I could progress in the career or not with my disability, but now I'm definitely sure that it's something I can look to, and if I work hard I can do it.
I found it really useful and very practical about how you can disclose your disability and the kind of adjustments, and that's a two-way process, that the onus is not just on myself or other disabled candidates, but it's also on the employer and how you can make it a two-way dialogue rather than just think, oh, I need to tell them everything or what is do I tell, because sometimes it doesn't even affect the process. Maybe something you've experienced, because I know for myself, I've been in hospital a certain period of time. Does that really affect me in the job now? Not really, and I think just being able to find out the help and support that's out there was really helpful.
Today has been excellent, to be honest. It's been a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, and I've taken away quite a bit from it, and I'm really, really glad I came.
And what's the main thing do you reckon you've taken away from Open 2012?
I think the biggest thing I've taken away is the fact that disclosure is not a bad thing, and in fact it'll probably help you a lot more than if you don't disclose. And I think it's really settled a lot of concerns I had about disclosure. So that's my biggest thing, I think.
And how have you found the networking opportunities today?
It's been good. It's definitely been a little nerve-wracking, because you have people here who are head of recruitment, who have very high-profile positions, but quite a few of them have certain issues or disabilities themselves, and they can really relate. And once you kind of break the ice and get into it, then it's a really positive experience, and I've made quite a few contacts.